Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Reaper Golf Videos, aka Sundry Countess. As you saw in the post and in the title, this is a short story. First, let me just inform you, I am okay. I was not hurt. I was frazzled. I was a little shaken. But I am okay. I had to leave the building for a few hours after that incident, but I'm calmed down and I'm back. It's been quite a few hours. It's literally almost 10 o'clock here. It's almost 10 o'clock and I left here about 4 or 5 o'clock. And so sorry about that. I got distracted badly. Okay, so here's what happened. As you guys know, Monday through Friday, well now Monday through Thursday because my friend Chunky's schedule has changed. I walk their dog. I'm not going to say what the time frame is in case somebody is watching, in case somebody's listening and they're trying to, people who I don't want to be in contact with. They don't know the schedule, so I don't want to say what time frame, so already given enough info already, but I am staying in tomorrow because I just need a day for myself after what happened. So basically I ordered from Amazon. I like to order groceries on the weekend. And I like to get them early because later in the day, especially on the weekend, that's when things get a little complicated. Unfortunately, for some reason they just could not do between a 9 a.m. to noon grocery drop off. The soonest they could do it for me was between 3 and 5. So I'm like, okay, it's not that late. So surely. Well, Thames would have been fine. Literally, you guys, Thames would have been fine. Now, the way I arranged it is because I know it's the weekend, and I know sometimes the weekend front desk is not at their position where they need to be. For lengthy amounts of time. So, in case they're gone and Amazon shows up, I put in my instructions to contact me. Do not use the buzzer. Call me or message me. This Amazon person did neither. They got inside somehow and they dropped off the packages. They did not contact me. I just got a notification that the packages were dropped off at the front desk. They did not drop them off at the front desk. They left them unsupervised. I immediately had to go down. As soon as I went down, there was somebody already picking at them. I don't know if they're a resident. I don't know if they're somebody that just came in from the streets. That's how bad it is here. There's people who sneak into this building and they don't even live here. That's one of the reasons why I want to get out of here, and I'm hoping to get out of here soon. But as you guys know, I am on the edge with the bullshit that's happening here. So this guy is like, this was donated. It is not donated. I explained to him, this is an Amazon delivery. I literally pointed to the info. The Amazon info, and I said, look, this is apartment so-and-so, this is my apartment, this is my normie name, and he's like, this is food, I need food, this is donated, and I said, no, it is not. This guy got very aggressive. I was being civil, I was trying to explain to him, he's a privileged asshole. Let's just say it. He's a self-narcissist privileged asshole. And when I mean by that is somebody who basically, the moment they're not going to get what they think they're going to get, they play victim. This guy went the whole harangue about and I hate saying this, for example, quick info, I'm not a racist. I have nothing against a person's ethnicity. I'm all for the BLM. But the one thing I don't like is people weaponizing it in a bad way. This person was weaponizing it. He was basically saying, because I was not allowing him to take my property because he needed food, that I was this white privilege BS, harangue. I'm not all white. I'm not all white. If you look very closely, I'm not a full white person. I'm putting it out there. He didn't, he literally was, literally, I could have called him a racist while he was calling me a white privilege BS and all this. He was giving profanities, names, trigger names, by the way, names that trigger me. And he was blocking me from my groceries. I could not get near them. He was like, being very aggressive, saying, you're not getting this, this is mine, yada, 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 yada. And I thought it was going to get physical because he was getting very aggressive. I literally knew that it was about to get physical. I had my pepper spray. Even though we were indoors, if I had to protect myself, and that was the only thing I had to protect myself, I was ready to spray him. I was literally ready to spray him because that was literally my only weapon, because there was nothing that I could grab and strike him if he came at me, because that was literally my only weapon. So I'm getting it ready. I switch off the safety thing. I'm getting ready to spray this guy because it looks like he's getting ready to jump me. Before anything happened, elevator doors open. A tenant, not going to say their name for their privacy reasons, but they know me. They came out, they saw what was going on, and they intervened, long story short. And while they had this guy, backed off, I grabbed my shit and I made a beeline for the elevator and I got in. As soon as I got into my apartment, literally, I had a huge panic attack. I literally, by the way, if anyone asks why I didn't call the police, quick info. The police are not going to get here. There's been incidents here that I've called the police. Let's say, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, there's been an incident where I had to call the police on a tenant at 6 p.m. We did not see them until 5 a.m. So if I were to call the police and basically say, hey, I'm in danger, yada yada, I would not see them. So by the time they got here, the guy would have done whatever he needed to do to me to get my property. So I'm just putting it out there. That's one of the reasons why I didn't call the police. And as you guys know, there's no point in telling management anything because, hey, there was a woman that committed violence here and she was allowed to live here for 3 whole years till they finally got tired of it, and then they finally evicted her when they got tired of it. By the way, when they got tired of it, we were all scared. But that's a whole other story. But I'm just giving you examples as to why, there was no point in telling management. There's no point in calling the police because it would not do anything. It would not have saved me from any incident. So this tenant who came out, I am just glad that they decided to check their mail. It's a Sunday, by the way, so I guess because there's times where I don't check my mail on Saturdays, so I'll check it maybe Sunday if I didn't check it. If I didn't check it one day, I'll check it the next day. Let's just put it at that. So he probably didn't check his mail yesterday, so he probably came down to check his, to see if he got anything from yesterday. And fortunately, I'm glad he did because, if he had it, who knows what this guy would have done, because this guy was like, this guy was huge. And I'm not saying huge isn't fat. This guy was very well built. And literally, he was on some sort of adrenaline drug because literally he was pumped up, ready to basically annihilate me just to take my property. But he didn't. And fortunately, two people against him, I don't want to say two people against him, but I guess he felt intimidated that it wasn't just me out in the lobby anymore. There was a second person. And this person, by the way, this tenant that came out of the elevator, they're also pretty intimidating as well, like this guy. So I guess an intimidating guy versus an intimidating guy, it wouldn't have worked. I guess he realized, he was screwed. He was not going to be able to get away with it. And he backed down. The guy, kept him back. The tenant kept him back. And like I said, I got into the elevator. I bolted, literally bolted for it. I closed, I went up to my unit, calmed down, put my stuff away, called Chunky. We left. I met her. She offered to take me out, so we went out. And this was maybe a half an hour, so the guy was long gone. Wherever this guy was at, he was either back in his unit or he was out and about somewhere else. Like I said, I don't know who this person was that tried to rob me. I don't know if he was a tenant. I don't know if he was just somebody just like I said, I don't know if he was a tenant or somebody who came off on the street, but he wasn't in the lobby anymore. Met with Chunky. We had a great time. We went to a bar. We had like, I guess you could say, 2 drinks. We had one of our own, and then we shared one. We literally shared one. They drank one half of it. I drank the other half, and then we just, went on a walk for a little bit down in the U District, and then we came back. We came back, and person was still not there. Front desk was finally back. So front desk was back. I went back to my room. I got undressed. I got into my jammies, as you can see. I still got a little bit of my makeup on, but I don't care. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I'm okay, and that's what happened. Luckily, no violence happened. Borderline violence. Literally borderline. Literally, like I said, I felt like if that tenant had not come out of the elevator, and I feel like I might have been jumped. And as you guys know, I would have defended myself as best as my ability, but like I said, this guy was more burly than me, more taller, and quite intimidating. So I'm just glad that nothing ill happened. I am okay. I got my Amazon groceries. By the way, I did report that Amazon person. I said, hey, look, as you see my instructions, this is what was supposed to happen. They didn't do it, and I tried to explain to them. It says it was dropped off at the front desk, but as you can see from the picture that they took, there's nobody at that desk. So they left them. I literally told them, I said they left them unsupervised in a public spot, which is not cool. I informed that, in my instructions, I mentioned, they're supposed to message me or contact me. They did neither. So I don't know if they're going to do anything about it, but, I still reported it because it was like, that was BS, because that's why I have the instructions. If they can't be buzzed up to my floor, do not leave it out in the lobby. Contact me by messenger or by call. They did neither. They've done it in the past, but this specific one decided not to do it. So I really hope that they get a good scolding from their boss or whoever for not doing as instructed. Not sure if that's going to happen, but either way, I have just decided that I'm probably going to just try to order a few, like maybe the day before. That way I can 100% for sure get the 9 by 12, 9 a.m. to noon set time frame instead of, well, we can't do that, so we have to do it later type of thing. So I'm literally hoping if I go that route, something like this will not happen again. Fingers crossed. But other than that, I am okay. I just wanted to update you guys on what happened. I'm okay. I'm safe. I want to get out of here. And let's just say what happened was a close call. And I'm going to leave it there. You guys have a great rest of your evening or morning, wherever you are. I'm going to just basically wind down because it's getting late. And I'll see you in the next video. And hopefully it will be a more positive one. So have a good night. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one.